What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another Star Wars Unlimited Universe video. In today's video, we are talking about the announcement that came this past weekend, where they announced that Amandla Stenberg was going to be the star in the upcoming the Acolyte Star Wars series that is supposed to be debuting in 2023 of August. And with that, they officially made the announcement. Once I saw it, I was like, ooh, cool, great. We got a specific actress here to be able to come in here and star in this role here. Ultimately, we know that per reports that this Acolyte show was going to be mostly an all-female cast, and the story was going to be basically centered around the High Republic, centuries before the Phantom Menace film, of course, with the Skywalker saga. And with that, we gained a little bit of extra details, just a smidge on this. They, of course, Star Wars, they tweeted out an image of her standing next to an R2D2 model here in this image. And from what I'm hearing is that she's actually a fan of the Star Wars universe. Not sure how much of a fan. Doesn't really matter to me, because I'm just like, as long as you just watch content that you enjoy as far as the Star Wars universe, cool, great. But as long as you do your due diligence to study specific key things within the specific area that you're going to be diving into as far as a role or something like that, then you are good in my book. Again, Star Wars fans are Star Wars fans, whether big or small, but at least that's from my perspective. So with that, she supposedly is a fan of the universe, and she literally she came from like Hunger Games. She came from this other place called The Hate U Give. The showrunner for this series, co-creator of Russian Doll, Leslie Headland, is the one who quoted in stating that she wanted to find out, when she was basically watching the Phantom Menace and stuff like that, she wanted to know, like, when did this all occur, basically when it's pertaining to the Sith. She goes on and stating that she wanted to look at this, and she says, like, we're taking a look at the political and personal and spiritual things that came up in a time period that we don't know much about. She was saying, like, she questioned when watching the Phantom Menace she was always like, well, how did things get to this point? How did we get to a point where a Sith Lord can infiltrate the Senate and none of the Jedi pick up on it? Like, what went wrong? What are the scenarios that led us to this moment? And that's one of the things, me as a Star Wars fan, I'm always questioning, like, when did things transpire? When were things at a high and a low, when it's pertaining to both the Jedi and the Sith and the Force, different things of that nature. And per this Acolyte series, per them casting Amandla Stenberg, of course the reports talking about rumor they are going to be bringing in these Sith holocrons, and bringing in probably more likely going to have some flashbacks and some little bit of history centered around, like, Darth Bane, one of my favorite Sith Lords of all time, who of course created the Rule of Two, and also to them focusing possibly on talking about Revan, Nihilus, maybe possibly Plagueis. All of these things are gonna be are rumored, but again, the main point of this video is just talking about them casting the main character, and of course us wondering what's going to be the center point of them having her character possibly jumping into the High Republic of the Jedi and seeing what she's going to do, and possibly other dark side users possibly joining her. Just some things that I'm questioning, other Star Wars fans are questioning, just wondering what's going to be coming down the line as far as this series goes, if indeed this series is going to focus on the dark side, and possibly these specific key Sith Lords from the past that will encourage Amandla's character. And other possible dark side users. You know, will we see some flashbacks? Will we actually see a live action Darth Bane? Will we actually see a live action Revan or Nihilus or Plagueis? You know, will we see that? Will we just see holocron? Will we see pages of specific books and stuff like that? Will we see stuff like this in this series? Again, I am looking forward to stuff like this because, like I said, I always questioned it too, wondering how things started, why things got the way that they were. You know, again, the Jedi, per the High Republic, are at an all-time high currently, per where they are, and the Sith are basically seemingly in hiding and trying to come back up into making a specific stand. And of course, you know, again, because Plagueis played a key role in creating Sheev Sidious, that, you know, will we possibly see a little boy Emperor Palpatine in this series as well? Just a lot of things that I'm questioning and wondering, and I'm hopeful that we will gain some key information. Of course, trailers and stuff like that we're going to be getting pushed out, I guess, within the next 6 months, and of course then we get the actual thing arriving next year, again, per some guesstimations of August being the release date of this series. So, you know, with that, guys, I'm looking forward to this show. I can't wait. Hopefully it's longer than 6 episodes compared to, you know, the past Disney Plus series. Hopefully it'll be 10 in total, maybe 12. We'll see what happens. But with that, leave some comments in the comment section below. What did y'all think of the video? What did y'all think of the casting? Are you looking forward to this? I can't wait personally. If you're not, either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Questions, concerns, excitement, whatever it is that you want to talk about in the comments if you feel up to it. And I will hopefully talk to y'all next time with another video to come. Peace, guys.